And now, ain't no food stamps. Y'all motherfuckers gonna have to hunt raccoons and for Thanksgiving and eat beans and
I've been here trying to find something to eat because I'm homeless. I have a little one to take care of. I have to make sure she eats every day. So, unfortunately, it sucks to come through shit like this. But what else can I do? What else can I afford?
Good evening, everyone. About 9% of Louisiana veterans rely on assistance to feed themselves and their families.
They get that food assistance through the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP. But as our Josh Minnie reports, that assistance could soon be no more.
The importance of SNAP for veterans is it's an additional source of food beyond the food that they do and can get from Second Harvest Food Bank at any one of our food pantries.
It all started with a single rant, one that turned Cardi B's timeline into a war zone. The Bodak Yellow rapper, known for her loud opinions and even louder presence, had always been outspoken about politics and poverty. But this time, her words hit harder than ever, and not in a good way. Cardi found herself at the center of an unexpected firestorm, dragged by veterans, single mothers, and struggling Americans who accused her of being tone-deaf and heartless. It began when Cardi B went live, mocking people who were upset about losing their SNAP benefits, the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, better known as food stamps. Laughing on camera, she said, "Now ain't no food stamps. Y'all mothers gonna have to hunt raccoons for Thanksgiving and eat beans." What she thought was a dark joke turned into a viral disaster overnight. Social media exploded. Her name was trending for all the wrong reasons as furious users flooded X, TikTok, and Instagram with posts calling her insensitive and disconnected from real-life struggles. Veterans, in particular, were not having it. Many took offense, saying her comments disrespected people who had sacrificed for their country.
y'all was worried about me saying Donald Trump and me and my teleprompter not working, that child missed the message. And this is what I was trying to say. Now look, right? Donald Trump was never for y'all poor. Donald Trump was never for the poor people, for the white poors, for the black poors, for the Spanish poor, for the Asians, for the Indians. He don't give a about none of y'all mother.
But now relied on SNAP to survive. And instead of apologizing, Cardi doubled down. She claimed her critics missed the message, insisting she was pointing out how former President Donald Trump had never supported poor Americans of any background. Donald Trump was never for y'all poor. He don't care about none of y'all mothers, she said during the same live. But for most viewers, the damage was done. To understand the outrage, you have to know what's happening with SNAP. The program helps feed more than 40 million Americans, including veterans, seniors, disabled individuals, and working families who still can't make ends meet. For many, it's the difference between having dinner and going hungry. But recent federal cuts and rule changes have thrown millions into crisis. Under new regulations, adults up to age 64 now must work or be in training for at least 20 hours a week to keep their benefits, a near-impossible demand for seniors, disabled veterans, and those dealing with chronic health conditions. And when the Trump administration cut $500 million from a key program that supplied food banks across the country, shelves went bare. Food insecurity in America is climbing fast, and veterans are among the hardest hit. In Louisiana alone, about 9% of veterans rely on SNAP to feed themselves and their families. Many already juggle medical bills, PTSD, or limited mobility. Who are these people who have the audacity to decide how we live and eat? One elderly veteran asked in a local interview. Do they eat? Because they sure don't understand what it's like to go hungry. That's why Cardi's comment struck such a painful nerve. To millions, she sounded like someone mocking the very system that once helped her survive. Fans resurfaced an old tweet where Cardi proudly said, "I'm a product of welfare, Section 8, and poverty." They also pulled up a 2022 clip where she described how her mom was mistreated while applying for welfare. "The lady was so rude and nasty to my mom," Cardi said at the time. "My mom took it because we needed help." So how could the same woman who once defended the poor now be seen laughing at them? That question fueled the backlash for days. Veterans began sharing their own heartbreaking stories online, like Rob Ham, a former paratrooper and combat photographer who served multiple tours in Afghanistan. His unit had been exposed to toxic burn pits, and he lives with constant fear that he'll develop cancer. "I risked my life for this country," he told CBS, "and now I'm worried about how I'm supposed to eat." His story wasn't unique. It became the face of the issue. Meanwhile, as the controversy snowballed, conspiracy theories started flying. Some speculated that Cardi's
Assistance through the Supplemental Nutrition Aid Assistance Program, or SNAP. But as our Josh Minnie reports, that assistance could soon be no more.
The importance of SNAP for veterans is it's an additional source of food beyond the food that they do and can get from Second Harvest Food Bank at any one of our food pantries.
According to Feeding America, a nonprofit organization of food banks, 20% of those who rely on food banks are veterans.
sudden harshness was projection that she herself was under pressure. Unverified blind items claimed Atlantic Records was preparing to drop her due to financial disputes, alleging she owed the label millions. One gossip page wrote, "The former A-plus rapper is in heated talks with her label. She's millions in debt, and she doesn't have the money." Whether true or not, those rumors added fuel to the fire. Fans began mocking Cardi for punching down when her own career might be in trouble. One viral ex-post read, "Cardi's worth $100 million, right? Is she gonna personally feed SNAP recipients? Or is she just gloating?" Another said, "She's not donating. She's not helping. She's just running her mouth like always." Cardi B's defenders argued that her core point, that politicians like Trump hurt poor communities, had merit. But even they admitted her delivery was a disaster. Tone matters, and Cardi's tone felt cruel. Many people who had admired her for being real and relatable now saw her as another millionaire celebrity, looking down on the poor. And the timing couldn't have been worse. With inflation rising and layoffs increasing, millions of Americans are already anxious about putting food on the table. Videos of homeless parents digging through trash cans for meals have gone viral, real-life pain that makes Cardi's raccoon joke sound even colder. In one heartbreaking clip shared by a Louisiana veteran, a mother sobs, "I'm homeless. I have a little one to take care of. I have to make sure she eats every day. What else can I do?" That video alone was viewed millions of times, often alongside Cardi's clip, as if to contrast real hunger with celebrity insensitivity. Government officials claim the SNAP cuts are about reducing wasteful spending, but critics call that a lie. They point out that while people starve, billions are being poured into vanity projects, like a reported $300 million ballroom renovation announced by Trump. "Nobody's seen anything like it," Trump boasted at the time. "It'll be one of the greatest ballrooms anywhere in the world." That's the America people are seeing. Veterans skipping meals while politicians throw parties, and stars like Cardi B laugh from the sidelines. Whether she meant it or not, Cardi's video became a symbol of everything people hate about celebrity culture. The arrogance, the detachment, the lack of empathy. For someone who once called herself the voice of the voiceless, it's a painful fall from grace. Now, the question is whether she'll recover from this. Public memory is short, but veteran communities and advocacy groups are rallying around this issue, using her comments to push for awareness and policy change. The backlash isn't just trending, it's turning political. As for Cardi, she's still standing firm. No apology, no backpedaling, just the same defiance that built her career, but this time, it's working against her. The rapper, who came from nothing, might finally be learning that the higher you climb, the harder the fall. And if the rumors are true about her label troubles, that fall could be closer than she thinks. Part 2, coming soon.